Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders campaigns in Iowa ahead of the caucus. Let's start with Joe Biden first. Biden stresses unity ahead of Monday's caucuses. The Iowa caucuses are now just about 48 hours away. And on the ground in the Hawkeye State, covering all of the candidates looking to capture the momentum heading into New Hampshire. Joe Biden has been one of the front runners in this race from the beginning, but he himself is now saying he's facing an uphill battle in New Hampshire, downplaying expectations somewhat and calling the state of South Carolina his great firewall. The former vice president spoke Saturday morning in North Liberty, Iowa, alongside with former Secretary of State John Kerry. The crowd Biden draws are not the biggest compared to other candidates like Bernie Sanders or Pete Buttigieg, but his support in the polls has remained strong. Speaking to Democrat caucus goers, there's a reservoir of goodwill and familiarity in regard to Biden that seems to be carrying him past some of the enthusiasm gap with other campaigns. The message from the former vice president is still unity. He says he's not going to give up on the idea of bipartisanship and working across the aisles. Several of my colleagues in this race think it's native of me to think I can bring the country together, said Biden. I refuse to believe it's a forever war between Democrats and Republicans. Biden says that he notes that Republicans can't stop attacking him. He says that's because he's the candidate with the best chance against President Donald Trump in November. Now, let's talk about the Bernie Sanders campaign. Bernie Sanders campaigned in Iowa yesterday. Presidential candidate Bernie Sanders holds rally ahead of Iowa caucus Monday and draws a large crowd in Iowa. Presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is trying to lock down last-minute support before the Iowa caucus Monday. Sanders draw down a gentle in Iowa on Saturday night. If not with his words, with the size of the crowd he drew into an arena in downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Not only did Sanders have the popular band Vampire Weekend backing him on stage, he also brought with him a progressive who's who to endorsements. But this campaign prides itself on its people power, and Bernie's in Iowa are taking nothing for granted. I think the big thing is the polls are showing him in the lead, so don't let that discourage you from coming out thinking that, oh, everybody else will take care of it, said Hannah. Sanders is under fire from rivals over his abolish agenda, but the Vermont senator had a message for the forces he says will try to stop him from passing Medicare for all. Tonight, we tell them, your time has come. We are, whether you like it or not, going to pass a Medicare for all single-payer program, said Sanders. The candidate projected confidence heading into the first real test of this primary cycle. With your help, you're not going to win here in Iowa. We're not only going to win the Democratic nomination, but we're going to defeat this dangerous president, said Sanders. And that does it for my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another news report. Goodbye, everyone.